You right, everyone? How's it going? So we've had over 300,000 people join us in the last couple of weeks, and a lot of people have been asking for a Q&A so they can get to know me a bit better. So that's what we're doing today. If you put a question in for this, thank you. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram, links are in the description, and let's get into it. My gorgeous girlfriend Katie is going to ask me the questions.
Josh Patterson says, how does it feel to have gained so many subs in a few days?
Mental. Just weird. It doesn't really feel real. It's hard to comprehend how many people that is. It's very easy to look at the numbers. But like I was thinking the other day when I went to Manchester, I went to see the 1975, and I was in the Manchester Arena, and that's 21,000 capacity, and it's huge, and we could fill that like 15, 16 times, so it's a bit hard to comprehend. I'm not sure I really understand the number, to be honest.
Liam Barrett says, who's a YouTuber you want to collaborate with?
100% I want to collaborate with Dan Bull, because he's a monster. If you don't know who Dan Bull is, you're missing out. He's like literally the Rhyme Minister of YouTube. I'd vote for him and I want to collab with him.
Robbie says, how are you so good at freestyle? Like, do you come from a musical background, been doing it since you were a kid, or just natural talent?
I've been doing it since I was about 13. I don't come from a musical background. None of my family play anything, I don't think. No, they don't. Yeah, none of my family play anything. I started at 13, just been doing it for ages.
Harry says, what's the worst job you've had?
Worst job I had was probably working in the sausage factory, because it was like cold, it smelled horrible, there's just death everywhere. That was probably the worst job, but the hardest job was working at KFC. 100%. Working at KFC is graft. It's the hardest job I've ever done in my life.
Jamie says, what's the most embarrassing moment of your life?
I don't even know if I should tell this story. When I was like 13 or 14, I wasn't allowed a house key, because I was a little dickhead basically, and me and my mates would have been in ransacking the place. So I got home from school and my mum was picking my little brothers up from a different school. So I got there first and I really needed the toilet. So I was trying to think of somewhere where I could be like, right, I need a shit, where can I go? And then I decided for whatever reason to go in my neighbour's garden behind his wheelie bin, right? So I've got there and I've squatted down and I've sat there waiting. And then I look up at the window and matey's just sat there smoking, and then he turns down and he sees me and does a double take, and obviously I've just sat there like trousers around my ankles like, oh fuck, there's no talking my way out of this. I pulled my trousers up and I ran up the hill and I hid behind one of those, like, what they call the boxes that got like the wires in, the green boxes. Yeah, I hid behind one of them. And then about 5 minutes later I walked back down and he was waiting by his door. He said, you're gonna pick that up? I was like, it's not mine, but I'll pick it up. And yeah, it was fucking horrible. I might edit that out. Yeah, that's the most embarrassing moment of my life for sure.
Annie Rose says, favourite musicians you feel need more recognition?
Probably Ola Gartland. She's amazing. She's underrated massively. Her song I Go Crazy, the acoustic one, is just mind-blowing. And the Blue Loser fan club, actually, I'm sure the boys won't mind. I'm gonna play a little bit of what I heard and I was like, wow, they've got a sort of like Arctic Monkeys vibe. They're great. You should go subscribe to them. I'll put the link in the description.
Says, how do people still not realise you paid Jayjay 20 grand for the shoutout?
Shh, that's the real reason I'm broke.
A shadow of Coy says, what do you want to accomplish as a father? What do you want to give your kids for the future? Love you,
I think that is Flo Bro. He's one of the God Patreons. He's a fucking legend, that guy. He's from Australia, he's sick. As a father, I want my kids to just be good people, to be like compassionate, to not be dickheads. Like, I'm not going to spoil them. Yeah, just be good people. It's that simple, really. Do whatever they want to do that makes them happy, as long as it's not hurting somebody else, and then just smash it. Help people along this mess that is life. In terms of what I want to give them, just knowledge, just like how good it feels helping people. Yeah, try and be the best they can be.
Says, would you rather have sex with the racist one-night stand girl again, or be beaten up again because you were accidentally racist? Right,
when I was beaten up for being accidentally racist, I was in like year 3, and it was an Asian lad I assumed knew Kung Fu because of films. So that wasn't nice, that was embarrassing. Like, I really wanted this kid to like me, and I tried he beat me up, long story short. The crazy racist, everything was great until afterwards. I'm not going to go into those videos too much. If you want to watch him, you can go find them on my channel. But yeah, the crazy racist.
Do you like Nico?
Nico? Who's Nico? Let me think. Nico. I don't know who he is.
Ash says, if you could collab with any celeb, YouTuber or musician, who and why?
Dan Bull, because he's a monster. I've already said it. Dan Bull. Bam. Prime Minister.
Magnork says, what do you say is your life's biggest accomplishment, disregarding the failures? It could be anything, by the way.
Getting past my stutter. It used to be so bad that, like, instead of getting the bus to town to go to work, I used to have to walk because I couldn't ask for a bus ticket. I'd go into like Subway and stuff and I could never order what I wanted. Someone would have to order for me or buy my bus ticket for me, and it was like super bad. Trying to phone to order takeaway was not happening. So yeah, getting to the point where like I'm pretty much past that, and my stutter doesn't make me not want to do anything anymore. I don't remember the last time that I thought, oh, I don't want to do that just in case I stutter. Now I'm just like, whatever, if I stutter I do. If someone takes a piss, they're a bell end. Like it's that simple.
Joe says, what's the funniest situation you've ever been in?
Oh man, there is an awful lot of funny situations I've been in. The first one that comes to mind was when me and my brother were younger, like pretty young. We went into town. I think my brother might have been about 19 or maybe 16. I don't know the fucking time. When I was younger, basically. We had not just smoked a cannabis joint because that's illegal, so we didn't do that. Right, yeah, so it was a cold day. We were sat there with our sausage rolls and we were just about to eat them, and we're on the bus and my brother nudges me and points to this old lady that was looking at us, and she looked like that lady out of like Drag Me to Hell, where she was just proper pulling like a really weird face looking at us while we're trying to eat, and we couldn't eat because every time we took a bite. Yeah, and obviously we were not high, so it was really funny.
Will you make a live stream and then read what people comment and freestyle? Also, how old are you?
I'm 26, and yes, I do that every Sunday 9 PM GMT. Come say hello.
Evan says, will you ever make a song?
I do make songs, actually. I'm going down to record one soon. I might play you a bit of it. My back's weak. Can you take some weight? I can't sleep, but never really feel awake. And you seem distant, lost in a stare. I'm obviously missing what you're seeing there. And I know I could try harder for you. I don't think you want me to. I'm lost and I don't know what to do. Oh, yeah, that song's called Lost, and I'm going down to record it properly, and it'll sound better than that, probably, I don't know, but I hope you like it when it comes out.
How are your kids coping with your recent success?
They don't really know what's going on. My daughter knows there's some numbers by my name. Yeah, apart from that, they don't know what's going on. There's just food in the cupboards now. I guess that's the only difference for them.
How was your childhood, and when did you get interested in music and playing the guitar? Also, how are your kids doing?
My kids are great. My childhood, yeah, it was okay. We were skint. I obviously got bullied because look at me, and kids are mean, aren't they? But like, I always had dinner, I always had a meal, I had like clothes. Not awful. It could have been better at points, as some bits were a bit shit.
Joe says, are you gonna go on Spotify or other streaming services? I really enjoyed your song Demons that you put out a while back, and I'd love to be able to put it on my playlist.
Yes, I will be. When I'm gonna go work with a guy in a few weeks, I think, to record that song I just played, Lost. And then we'll record my other songs. I've got a bunch of songs I wrote, maybe like 6 or 7, maybe more, I don't know. But yeah, once they're professionally recorded and they're the way that they sound in my head, I'll put them on Spotify and iTunes and stuff.
Saeed says, will you collab with KSI?
KSI, can we collab? Balls in his court, obviously I'm down.
CVHS Diss Tracks said, why are you white?
I don't know, pigmentation and shit. I guess my ancestors were from Europe. That's a weird question. I like mayonnaise.
Vince says, can your kids freestyle or do you plan on teaching them?
My daughter can. Yeah, she does it with me. My little lad started making songs about his toys and stuff, so he'll be able to do it soon enough. And yeah, because we just sing all the time when it's like bath time or whatever, just constantly singing, living life like a musical like. So yeah, they'll figure out how to do it.
Does it all feel real yet, or does it still feel like a dream?
Still feels like a dream. Does not feel real at all. Which is probably why I'm so chill about it, to be honest, because it doesn't feel real.
Tom said, would you ever fight Jayjay's undercard?
I'd fight on Jayjay's undercard, fucking right. Yeah, that'd be a proper laugh. I would do that.
Witzy says, where are you from? I know you're British, but I cannot pinpoint the accent. By the way, you're a great inspiration to me.
Thank you, mate. And I've got a mad accent because I was born in Sunderland, which is the northeast. I grew up in Plymouth, which is the southwest. I lived in Gosport for a bit. Now I live in North Wales, so I've got a mix of all of those accents. And at one point I lived in Somerset.
What do you hate most about YouTube?
This like irrelevant bullshit. How like when there's like an argument and then someone that doesn't have a high sub count or following has a perfectly valid point, but everyone's just like, you're irrelevant, your opinion doesn't matter, which is just the dumbest shit ever. That egos and that irrelevant. I hate that word.
Jamie says, tell me something we don't know about you.
I used to work for a conservation charity. That was fucking cool, and we were out at like 5, 6 in the morning in winter trying to cut down frozen trees. And I used to work with a guy actually that I went to school with for a bit. It's called like Tom Coombs. He also raps. He's called Trine. Here's like his Facebook page and YouTube if you want to go follow it. I'll put it on the screen somewhere. But yeah, I definitely say check him out. I'll put a link in the description to what I think is the best thing he's put out so far. And yeah, maybe you'll enjoy it.
CMRN says, what's the worst thing you've ever been through and how did you get through it?
Probably around the time of like when I broke up with the mother of my kids, lost my job. My mum also had a brain tumour at that time, which was fucking grim. That was proper grim. And then they found a second one when they went in for surgery, which was fucking horrible. So she was going through like radio and shit. And like, yeah, a bunch of other, like, I don't want to go into it, but a bunch of other, like, I lost a bunch of people that were close to me within a very short time of loads of other bullshit happening. And in terms of getting through it, just fucking have to, don't you? Like, I don't have a choice but get through it.
Dapper Duck says, can you shout out some small YouTubers you watch? Need to find some more hidden talent like yourself.
Yes, I can. Lewis Buchan. He's sick. He's just at 40k, but he's sick. I really enjoy him. Bambino Becky thinks she's just hit 30k. She's proper sick. I really enjoy her work too. TomGW, very underrated. I'm sure he's only at like 4k or something. His videos just make me laugh. I just enjoy him. So there's 3. I won't overwhelm you with people to go watch because I'm still more important.
Are you subscribed to PewDiePie?
Of course I am. And you should be too.
Kia says, tell us the story of how you got into guitar. Love your videos, by the way. Keep it up.
Okay. That's actually pretty cool, yeah. Well, I saw this busker called Al Marconi and he was playing like flamenco and it just sounded so cool and it gave me goosebumps. I was like, it'd be cool to be able to do that. And then when I was 13, that Christmas, I had a choice between an Xbox or a guitar. And luckily I chose a guitar, which was a good shout. But obviously it was really hard and I've not had any lessons. I had a book, so I just taught myself with that. But then like, it was hard, obviously. So like I did it for about a year and a half and then I just pretty much stopped. And then I was at a party and I saw a guy pick it up and start playing it and then all of the girls in the room just went around him. And obviously when you're like, you're 4 foot nothing, you're chubby, you've got weird teeth, a stutter and you're just socially awkward, I thought, that'll work.
If you had all the power in the world, what would you change or fix?
What would I change or fix? I think there's too much going on to tackle like one individual problem, like right, world hunger, this, blah, blah. I would just try and make everybody a bit nicer, a bit more like understanding, because I think that'd make a massive difference. Like, if people were just a bit more compassionate sometimes. It's hard because I used to be a dick, not like a massive dick, but like just a bit ignorant, and then you go through things, you meet people and you learn, you get the experience, and then you mature and you stop being a knobhead. But yeah, if I could just make everyone a bit nicer and a bit more compassionate, that's what I would do.
Alex says, what's your goal for this year?
Just smash it, take over the world, make 1 million people smile, I don't know, whatever I want.
What were / are your family and friends' reactions to your success?
Mostly positive, mostly they're like really happy for me, but obviously there's some that just don't like to see other people doing well, which must be like a miserable state of mind. So yeah, I've had a bit of just nonsense off a few people, but whatever, it's not the end of the world. Massively positive, like 99.9% positive.
Anthony says, do you have any plans of another comment song?
Yes, I do, but I'm going to wait till I've got my new equipment, because with the Stone Age laptop I've got now, I need to chuck coal in the back of it. It's ancient, runs on Steam. It takes about 15-20 hours because it crashes so much, and it's just like, it stops it being fun. But when I get my new equipment, I'm thinking either James Charles, TGF Bro, Johnny Carey. Who do you want?
Joe says, have you ever kissed a guy seen as you're bisexual?
Yes. It's mad how much bullshit piped up about me being bi, actually. On the video where I came out as bi, there was loads of people saying like, I'm gonna have to unsubscribe now that you're gay. How are you gay if you've got a girlfriend? And all manner of just nonsense comments. But obviously, again, massively supportive. But there's always going to be bell ends. And if you've got a problem with the fact I'm bi, please do unsubscribe. Like, do one. Go read a book for a bit and then come back.
Killer Clown says, how many times have you decided to end a tour?
Fucking heavy question. Probably when I've been like about to do it and I've been prepared, I've like wrote shit and I've got everything ready, probably about 4 times.
Ever consider going on Britain's Got Talent or something?
I did try. I went to Manchester auditions, I don't remember when, a couple of years ago. I played to the first lot of producers you played to and I smashed it. It went really well and they loved it, and they came to see me do it a second time in front of like the second team, and they loved it, and then all of them came to the senior producers one because they wanted to see it again. And on the way down I had my like guitar over my back with the strap, and the tuning pegs hit my leg and it came like slightly out of tune. So I got in, I asked for a word, and when I played the first chord it was like slightly out of tune, so I went to tune it and she said come back next year. It took like 2 hours to drive there. I was waiting for 5 hours. I played in front of like 3 people already. It was, yeah, so fuck that, I'm not doing that again. That was bullshit. Just because she was having a bad day or she was moody, like she didn't even let me do it. She didn't even let me fucking perform. I went to play the chord, went to tune my guitar, and she said come back next year. Even all the other producers were like, nah, you've got to hear it, but she wasn't having any of it. So fuck you, lady. Right, I think that's enough questions. Thank you very much for watching this. If you do enjoy my content, feel free to subscribe. If you like this video, smash a like on it. If you didn't, then don't. This Friday, the Friday freestyle is going to be really cool. We've got a guest and I'm super excited. So make sure you got your notifications on so you don't miss that. Thank you again to all my Patreons. Your credits will be right now and I'll see you all very soon.